This helps if I had the right microphone. Ah. Okay. Stop. This one. Too many lives on the thumbnail. Yes. Okay. I think we're live. I hope. Right, I need to pop out this. Right. This works, yes. Ha! We have a chat box. It's I mean, it's a thing. Aesthetically, it's a bit gaudy, but, you know, it's there. Right, I'm waiting. Oh, yes. Right, with that popped out, I can now... I need to have the chat available. There we go. Now I can see the chat box. And it is about the size of my entire body, because otherwise if it's any smaller the text is blurry and I can't read it. So it has to be huge. Okay. I think we're good. I'm live. I've put out no notifications, I'm just doing it. But everything should be fine, right? I need to sort out the camera. Behavior. Look at me. Do I do auto level pitch? Maybe. That seems fine, doesn't it? Ba ba ba. Focus. Weird. I have no idea how to work the camera. Right. Should be good, right? Let's hope I don't press any buttons this time that absolutely scuff my setup. Because last time I pressed some sort of button and it caused the windows in my OVR overlay to zoom in and I couldn't unzoom it in. Let's go to a different world. One that is not chugging. That might just be what I'm doing. Ba 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 ba. What have we got? This one seems cool. Let's go here. Hello everyone. How are you all doing? Ah! There's a body on the floor. Hello? There are some billboards. And a dead body. No, I always knew that the end of Halo Reach, there's the helmet on the floor. I never really assumed that it was decapitated, but I suppose that makes sense. Mountain. I would go to some public worlds, but I'm worried for the performance, because everyone has mad avatars and crazy effects. I think I can actually block some things, can't I? I should look at that. What setting is that? Shield? No. Yes. No shield. Normal shield. Graphics. I'm sure it's one of these settings. No, it's not shadows and stuff. It's I need to turn down the what am I thinking of? People who have higher vertices count on their avatars and like particles and stuff. I need to turn that lower. I'm unsure what that is. Block poorly out. Ah, there we go. Poor and below are set automatically hidden. Does that include me? I don't think that would include myself, is it? I think I'm poorly optimized. That's not really my fault, if I'm honest. But the base Nova Beast has a certain amount of vertices, and the one pair of clothing I've put on it put it over the threshold for being poorly optimized. So how people have so many clothing options on their avatar, I have no idea. I also don't want particles. In the few occasions I have been into a public world, there's always someone with some sort of wild effect that, like, explodes the entire world and bathes you all in particles and glowing red lights and stuff. That happens way too much. It's hilarious, but then everyone does it. I'm also unsure what is a good world to have as a background. Ooh, that reminds me. I need to turn off. What am I looking for? The audio, right? World audio. Because last time there was music in one of the worlds and I got copyright struck. Why put... Why would you put copyright music into your world? Makes it very difficult to use. Okay. I think it's fine. I also have some music going on in the background. Apparently... Okay. Okay. So that's playing. This is apparently copyright free, and it's on YouTube. No fire, MacGuffin. I also don't know how loud I need to put it. So I should have it that much fun. Wow, my PC is not happy with something, huh? I don't know if that's too loud or not. I won't know until the VOD. You can have like 6 different audio channels on your recording on OBS. It's very good for live streams because you can separate music from the actual VOD itself, so when you upload it, you can only upload like a set recording and then not the background music, which is very good for copyright. I know how to do that on Twitch. I don't know how that affects YouTube's automatic upload after the fact. So I have to be very careful with what I use. But this is supposedly okay. Right. And I need to find something cool. There are games and such, but again, I'm unsure what public roads are like. New and noteworthy. Crush Factory Idol.
Imagine a world with no children.
Birth rate is falling. The demographic
Why would you?
time bomb. The country.
Okay, I see what I've.
Having children is the biggest regret.
Here's a free music list for you. By the way, there's adverts. Why would you put adverts in? Okay, we won't do that then. We'll ignore that. We'll be silent. Maybe it was the wind. It's always something, huh? What's popular? The VR chat homeworld. Who'd have thunk it? It is a fish world, isn't it? I've not really been on the fish world. What's this? This is some sort of cube. Something screwy. Whoa. How does a world that looks so simple lag this much? Hello? Wow. Like there's nothing here except a cube. That's insane. How have you managed this? Okay. Yeah. Ha! Good grief. Quick, escape. Holy moly. This was an awful idea. Get out. Ah! Okay, we're out. How do you do that? How do you mess up that badly? Oh. I need to just change one little setting for my own need. Because I'm playing in my VR headset, I run the audio through a virtual desktop. And in order to get decent audio through that to me, I have to mute it on my PC. Because if I don't mute it on my PC, it's actually very low audio on my end. Which is weird. If I want it louder, I mute it. Okay. So, we're back to somewhere normal, huh? There's apparently a watch. G-Shock, open the VR chat store to find them. What do they do? They're just a watch. Available till September 21st. Why do you need a time-sensitive watch? What is this? It's an accessory. There's 27 days left for the accessory, okay. That seems normal. Right. Should we try and find another world that isn't going to obliterate me for being just a cube? Omegle? Omegle? There's no Omegle world? Talk to people through your webcam and invite your friends. Limit 4. To chat with others in this fun social map. How does that work? Surely they'd have to be in the world for you to interact with them. I should try and do Resonite next time, shouldn't I? That game interests me. 'Cause there's a lot of creativity you can do in that one. In my brief stint I've been in it. I wish the thumbnails in the world search in VR chat actually told me something about the world. Like, I want to see the world. I don't want to see anime girl on the front of it. That tells me nothing about the world. There's a motorbike outside. Ba, 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 ba. La 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 la. La 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 la. Well, this is pretty. No. Hold on. Something is chugging at my PC. There's a lot of floaty particles here. It also looks like a giant bird cage. Can I pick this up? What is this? Like some sort of planet gyroscope staff. Can I pick up the hat? I can pick up the hat. It is filled with roses. Doesn't stay on, however. Oh. What's in the birdcage? Ah. Hello? Ha! Pretty sure that happened. What? I found a pen. Hi. I stream backwards. Do I have to write backwards? I'm going to try that again. Ha! Sometimes these worlds are creative, and sometimes I don't understand them. Wow! I'm in the birdcage. There's also a ruined cabin. Please be nothing creepy. I don't do well with creepy. There's a picnic. Hello. 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 There we go. I have an umbrella. I feel like Mary Poppins. Places are weird. What else we got? What's this? It's a simple mirror world, come hang out. Okay. There are 730 people playing murder. Fairy hideout. I've not been to the fairy hideout. I'm unsure what that's like. You think I would have dropped in once or twice, but I haven't. Well, I've been to the world, not again, I haven't been publicly. I fear what public worlds may wrought on me. What will... Bah. I don't have many worlds myself saved. I have an office. Pop, pop, pop. Oh. Gee. Wow, this one's way smoother. I like this world, it's optimized. I can actually be in it without the things being low frame ratey. And it has a chair. Though my camera is up there. Oh! And I'm through the table. That's what I get for being big. Hold on. If I... change my height, right? Then I'm actually behind the table. Sort of. There we go. Yaha! But I suddenly feel very small. Wow, I don't like it. Quick reset. Yeah, apparently this is some office from Genshin Impact, but I've never played Genshin Impact, so I've... Who knows? What else we got? This is a fun one. That's one hell of a picture there, okay. I'm glad that's not on screen. Ha! City. I think I can pick up a car. I can flatten the car. Wah! Wah! You can't see that, can you? I'm going to pick up this car. I flattened it. Bye! Have a good time. I like this world. I forget how to do things in this world. This one? Yes, like this. Bah! And if I remember rightly... Bah! I was complaining a moment ago about frame rates. That's definitely going to cause some, isn't it? I like this one. I get to destroy shit. Whoa! I went smaller. I want this way. Smash. There's two versions of this world. This one lets you destroy buildings. And the other one is just a world. I think, however, because I turned off the volume, right? You can't hear stuff. Wow! Yep. That was loud. There we go. Much better. Why I say that. Oh, jeez. Oh. Car. I keep flattening them. Smash. Should we go to the other one? That one, I don't accidentally flatten everything in that one. I've just noticed that people are chatting, and I have not noticed because my chat box is not updated. Oh my goodness, I apologize dearly. Wow, why is that then? One moment, I apologize. Haha. Quick, buy a cornetto. Hello! Hi, I don't know how long ago you commented. I dearly apologize. Apparently that didn't update for me. Wow, hi! Phil, howdy! Welcome in! I do hope that wasn't a long time ago. Quick buy a cornetto. Is there an ice cream here? There's lots of things to rip off the buildings. I can rip off a giant hot dog. Hello! There's probably an ice cream around here. There's... Wah! A giant sundae. Yum, yum, yum. Yes. Hi. How you doing? Yay, giant food. There's all sorts of things on the side of the building. I think there's a guitar somewhere, if I remember right. Somewhere. Ah, yes. Over here. Should I try and fix my chat box? Pop this out. Yes? Yes. Never wants to play ball, does it? Interesting. That's fine. I have a fix. I can see you. Oh! Car. Yes, welcome to this weird stream. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing at the moment. It is what it is. Yes. Is there anything else I can rip off the walls? I'm not actually sure what else there is here around here. I see nothing. I see a giant pizza slice. I see a Coca-Cola bottle on top of the building. Can I get that? Can I... Hold on, I might need to change some settings, right? Huh. Oh! No idea. In the other one I can change my size. In this one I don't know what I'm doing. It's always fun to showcase stuff. It is! Though I'm usually a loss of what to showcase. Is there anything you'd like to see, or me to try and look for? There's a lot of stuff I haven't seen, so if you have any suggestions, do say. I always like a... There's a Sonic one that's always fun. I like this one. Whoa! Is there a world where you are tiny? There's quite a few. There's a lot of ones where you like sat inside an office or a bedroom and stuff, and things are massive around you. Sometimes there's like giant people walking about as well, which I assume is for the more suggestive side of people. But there are lots of small worlds. VR is great for messing with perspectives. Yes. Ooh. Confirm. Yes. What if I did this? Haha! Ta-da! Look at this one. Ooh. Camera not look at me, that'd be good, right? Haha! This one, someone made an entire level of this game in VR, and it's insane. Oh, for some reason it's not working. Okay. That's interesting. Ooh! If I do it like this. Haha. People's creativity never fails to astound me, indeed. This is only one level from Sonic Colors, but I'm always on it, and I wish the entire game was like this. Whee! Do I remember how to do the... There is a homing attack, but I forget how to do it. Blah. I shall ignore that. For boost, press the right trigger. Yes. A first-person Sonic parkour game would be the bomb. I agree. I would like this entire thing. Who cares if it's like motion sickness galore? I would like the whole thing. Oh, I missed! Oh! I'm resetting. I suck at camera angles though. I think I broke something though, because things are not loading properly. No, not the Ender's Void. Yep. Whee! Actually, like, go up to these things and pet them as well. Haha. Hello, bye-bye. Where am I looking? Aha! Ooh. Okay. Whoosh! Gosh darn it. Okay. Lose myself in more void. Let's ignore that for the time being. Miniature worlds. Let's try mini. See what comes up. Mini site? Mini. I know how to use search boxes. That one might be a bit interesting, but I'm not gonna... The trouble is, when you go into these worlds, sometimes there might be some sassy stuff, and I don't want to show that. I can just go back into this one and then make myself smaller. It calls to you. The endless void calls to me. This is... She's not the place I was just in. But it works. I think. Look, autofocus? I've got myself so small, the autofocus is weird. Ha! You can go up to things and... Smaller. How small can I get? That's small. I'm small. And then you can do it the other direction and make yourself bigger, I think. Ooh! Holy moly! This is interesting. Not quite what I expected. I've not been on this world before. It's a shame they didn't just put a big label on it. Yes. Can I do anything with this one? No, it's just buildings. I like the other one because it can destroy stuff. This one. The 3D effect must be cool. It's very cool. I always encourage people to try it if they can. I know VR is a bit of an expense to get into in the first place. But once you're in it, it's always very fun. I've had it for since November last year, and it's always been a blast. And there's so many games that you can mod as well to be VR that aren't natively. Like I modded The Outer Wilds and I played that through in VR, and I modded Halo, the original Combat Evolved, and played that in VR. Like, they're very fun. It does take a bit getting used to with the, whatchamacallit, the motion sickness. Because when you first start off with your motion sickness, you have to sort of, like, build up a resistance to it. But once you do, wholeheartedly encourage people to try it. Oh, bigger. I like this one. I can do this. Yeah, and then I accidentally stand on stuff. I keep looking but can never decide what kit to get. So the one I have at the moment is the MetaQuest 3S. It's essentially the light version of the MetaQuest 3, and it was the cheapest one on the market, and I got it during Black Friday. It was still a £200 expense, but it was the cheapest one. And my thought was I would like some sort of entry-level one before I actually start getting anything serious. So if you can't decide which one to get, just stick with the basic ones. They see you through fine enough. Bye-bye office block. It's good fun, isn't it? Whoa. Not much of the macro character, but this is fun. I do it while small. I haven't tried that. Oh! Smash the building? Nope. I need to find a building that's smashable. Kaiju Wolfgang Smash. It does feel like that. Brah. I don't have a very deep baritone voice, however, so it's difficult for me to roar. How big do I need to be before I start destroying stuff? All I'm doing is hitting a wall. Oh! The building nearly came down on me. Oh! I'm actually growing too much and I'm going into the building. I'm sure someone likes that. I wonder if there's a VR mod for Red Faction Guerrilla. Good question. I couldn't tell you. You'd have to have a look. There's always like fan-made mods for everything. There was one I was looking at recently. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, that's going to bug me. But yeah, there's lots of games that are either VR compatible or can be made VR, especially if they run on the Unreal Engine these days, because there is actually just a mod for the Unreal Engine that can turn any Unreal Engine game into VR. And that includes like the new Halo campaign evolved and stuff like that. You can just straight up mod it very easily with one mod that oversees everything in that engine. It's very duty. If you can run Unreal Engine games, that is. Sometimes they tend to be a bit beefy. There's also a few, if you get the Quest like me, there's a few games that are exclusive to the Meta Quest. Like the classic Resident Evil 4 has been made in VR and it's only available on the Quest. Stuff like that. Bang. Yeah. Yeah, it's good fun. There's very little bar to entry other than owning the headset itself. And if you have a friend that has it and you would like to try it, you know, give it a go. Try the other one. Oh. I'm tripping over things because my life is scuff. Haha. This is a different version of the same world. It has a different feature. Ooh. There's little people running around. You can grab. And cars. Ooh. Reminds me of Roller Coaster Tycoon. It does a bit, doesn't it? There is some sort of similarity in aesthetics. Where's the people? Hello, people. Like little NPCs that run around. You're all my playthings. Fear me. You will ride the roller coaster and you will enjoy it. Oh god. I may have splattered him on a wall. At least he doesn't have to go to work now. You're late for work. Go to your office block. He's there now. They're all over the place. They're scattering around like little cockroaches. Hello? I appear to be stuck in something. I've been flattening them by accident because I'm not looking where I'm going. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this world did have a scaler, but I forget how to trigger this one. Enable mirror. Dip. There's an option there that I'm not familiar with. I'm not sure how that would work either. Can you see that? Why? I don't know. I'm gonna assume we can get bigger and smaller. Oh, that's seriously cool. It is. I do like this world. It tingles my brain. There's plenty of other, like, sensible worlds, don't you worry. What have we got? I like... My favorite one is the yacht one. I like the yacht. There's going to be some amazing problems coming out for VR when they get the teething problems out. Yes! Yeah, at the moment there seems to be a lot of the amazing stuff that comes out on VR is usually made by, like, the people who use them, like the consumers and the gamers and such. Big companies tend to avoid it for the most part. Bit of a catch-22 scenario. Like, big companies don't want to develop for VR because there isn't a big audience, but at the same time there isn't a big audience because companies don't really develop for it. But once you get into it and start, you know, using it, there is a wealth of fun to be had with it. Like just sitting here as a furry in VR and just doing whatever. It is seriously cool. I'm on a yacht. Ugh. Ooh. Yeah, the Valve is bringing out the Steam Frame at some point in the future, which is supposedly going to be one of the better VR headsets to come out. It might be very expensive, though. It's probably going to be like a 4-figure thing or something. I hope not. One of the biggest problems with the VR is that the bar to entry is very expensive. I wish it wasn't. There's few affordable options. Then there's also a lot of features that different headsets have that some don't. Like my headset, the MetaQuest 3S, is, compared to other headsets, somewhat basic. Like there isn't mouth tracking, there isn't eye tracking. Like my mouth is moving, that's based on audio input, it doesn't track my mouth. And obviously I can't like look around with my eyes, or blink or anything, because there's no tracking for that. It just you know, it just runs the games basically. Livestream is cool. Yeah. There are some games that are actually like really decent that I would encourage, like No Man's Sky. Like Hello Games made that VR compatible from the get-go, and it has like cross-save and whatnot, so you can actually play with people while you're in VR. It's fun. Exploration seems to move with the hardware. Yes! Some of my favourite experiences in Jive. Jive, yes, it seems to jive well with the... Yes! Yes, some of my favourite experiences in VR is adventure games. And puzzle games too. I know a lot of people like the shooty bang bang, which is always fun. There's a lot of like Battlefield and PvP games on VR, more than you'd think. And they're all fun, but some of the better experiences, in my opinion, is the adventure stuff. When I modded, because I hadn't played Outer Wilds before, so my first experience with Outer Wilds was modding that to be in VR. And that was one of the best experiences I've ever played. It was very, very fun. Exploration and VR go hand in hand. Being able to pick up and look at something looks so immersive. It is! Hang on, there is a thing over here, actually. I can demonstrate. There is a plush shark. Wah wah wah. I'm in the wall. Wah. Hello, Mr. Shark. How you doing? Hi, my name's Bruce. Wah. I should just leave him there. The floaty thing gets me, though. I always expect things to drop when I let go of them, and they just float in there. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in cyberspace. It's cute. Just like that, it brings your avatar to life. Yes. It's more immersive even for people watching, which is cool. Yeah, I do enjoy the interactive elements quite a lot. Like when I play, like speaking of exploration and stuff, like obviously Skyrim is in VR, right? But the base version that Bethesda put out is sort of lacking in a lot of VR aspects. It is the game, and you can play in VR, but it doesn't really have much interactivity. You can't, like... Weirdly, you don't really, like, push around objects and stuff. So a lot of the mods that I installed into Skyrim VR is a lot of interactive mods, where you can actually, like, you can see your body, you can see your arm holding the weapons, the things you're holding and throw around actually, like, knock cups and books and stuff off shelves. You can actually move stuff around. You can pick up, like, the kettles by your hands and put them on guards, and they still... won't see you, but that still works for stealth. Yeah, all of the interactive stuff are usually the things I go for. There is actually, as a good example, if I go down a level in this place, there is just a straight up pool table here. And if I anchor that to the boat, haha, I can just pick up. I closed the menu, hang on. Which one do I go? This one. I'm talking... Ah, there we go. I have to join the thing. Start. There we go. I can just start playing pool. British or American rules? I think this is American. But I'm British, so... It's, I tend to use British instead. I wish there was a snooker table, because here in Britain we have the Edinburgh Crucible, which is like the World Cup of snooker. And I enjoy playing that. I suck at it, but I enjoy playing it. I get any? I got an orange, but I also got the white. That sucks. Where can I go? Here? Right. Oh. Don't go in. Okay. The interesting thing to get used to in VR is, obviously you're holding on to nothing, and nothing has any weight. So especially when you're playing a game with guns, and you're trying to hold it with two hands, and you're not holding anything. It's very it's very surreal. It takes a while to get used to. I've screwed myself here, haven't I? Oh, okay. Ha! Oh, poo. This would be killer on the hardware. This would be killer hardware. Yes. There's a lot of peripherals you can get. Resistive gauntlets. Yeah, you can get like haptic suits and whatnot. Like, what is it, like Ready Player One? You can get like haptic suits that have like the touch sensors. You can actually go like the whole hog with that. They actually exist. Some people pair those things with what is it, like shock collars and stuff for interactive streams. Like you can poke people in certain areas and they actually feel it. It's quite amusing. Costs a bomb, but they do exist. And obviously, yeah, the gloves too, because I'm using just basic controllers at the moment. But you can get gloves that you can move around with. But if I put my controllers down for a sec, one of the better things. Controllers good for motion and moving around, but when you put them down, eventually, there we go. Takes a moment. I actually have some free rein control of my fingers. And that's just based on the camera tracking of the headset. Like, haha! Whoa! There's a lot of cool stuff you can do. It's always fun. Beep, beep, beep. There was a beep, beep. I don't think you heard that. Yeah. I do enjoy it. It's very fun. So if you're considering it, I hope I sell it well, because I'm always encouraging people to do it. Can you drive the yacht? Sadly, no, not this one. Weird design choice for this world. The cockpit of the yacht isn't actually it doesn't exist. If I go over here, can I go over this way? No, I am too fat. Let's go the long way around. Yeah, there's a lot of spaces on this yacht, but the cockpit itself doesn't exist. You have the cabins and whatnot. We don't have the... Yeah, in there doesn't exist, so I can't drive it. The billionaire experience. Yeah. Yeah, I've mentioned before that super yachts are usually like frowned upon, like they're bad for the environment, they're the toys of the rich and famous. As a thing, I actually quite like them. I don't know why. And this one itself is the Majesty 140. It's one of my favourites. Weird thing to be into, but, you know. I don't actually know if there's any other yacht worlds. There might be one you can drive. I can have a quick look. Bar, there's a yacht with a swimming pool. There's a mega yacht. There's a sailing one. It's an exceptionally interesting engineering problem. It is. There are a few that are electrically driven. The trouble is that water has resistance in it, so you have to have a lot of power in your engines to actually move anywhere. It's like rockets. You could, in theory, build an electric rocket, but electricity doesn't have a lot of propulsion in it. You need to have something to propel against, so you have to use burnable gases. But yeah. Should we try this one? That one. I thought you could drive that one. That's like a 5-story yacht. That doesn't exist. There's a space one. Hello. We're going to go into it blind. There's something sus here. I apologize. This world uses an animated skybox. Okay. Haha! I'm in space. Hello, what? There is something here that's describing some sort of flying. Can I fly? Do I risk jumping off the yacht and see what happens? That was a mistake. Okay. Oh wait, is it one of these? Oh. Yes, sure. That's a thing. Apparently little space jet skis you can fly. It looks into a live... Blah! Looks into a live aboard boat once. I am not rich enough, sadly, to live aboard a boat. Yeah, yeah. They're very expensive. Like, the one I was just on, the Majesty 140, it's like $2 million. It's very pricey. You can get some basic ones that are like 1 story, and they're like 200 to 300,000. They're not cheap at all. Like, as much as a mortgage in some cases. but I do like them. I like the aesthetics of them. Which is weird, because I don't normally like clean, stark things, but there's something about super yachts that are fancy, I suppose. What if I try boat? A cozy boat. Rowboat. Ocean boat. That's a plane. It's a sky boat, I suppose. Exploring the UK coast by boat would be so much fun. It would. I agree. One of the few, like, we have a lot of canals here in England, right? So you can get, like, narrow boats and such, but even those are very pricey. Like, if you want a boat, you can probably afford a dinghy, and that's about it. I see text. Hello. Welcome to my boat. I've been working quite a while on it. I hope you enjoy your stay. Hey, it's a very nice boat. Thank you. It's a big boat. Holy hell. That's a weird poster for a boat. Go to space? Why does everything have space? This is fancy. You know, I never really thought about it, but I wonder if you could do Sea of Thieves. It'd probably take a lot of modding, but, maybe. There are so many interesting avatar choices. I don't include myself in that. A full crew in VR, that'd be awesome. It is! I would love, like any amount of friend slop, I suppose. It'd be interesting to have a friend slop game in VR. I'm gonna have to have a look around at that now after I've finished this stream. I'll have see if there's anything worth picking up. What else is there? Let's see, there's a whole bunch of games. You can play Mario Party, apparently. That's cool. Riggers, gunners, and a captain. Yes, yes! I know there was a Star Trek. There was like a bridge command game you could play in VR. I think it's the closest I've seen personally. Try this one. Not knowing much about Star Trek itself, I don't know how accurate or fun it is. But it does exist. Ha! Now we're in some sort of zombie survival. I get the camera wrong, but I'll try it. Gun! How do I reload? Okay. So now there's zombies in places, right? Anything where the crew can have to communicate desperate information will always have a chance. Stuff like keep talking no one explodes is a good example. Yes! That was always a fun game. Please die. Oh no. Ha. I've only experienced that game once or twice, but keep talking is always fun and very chaotic. Can I buy this? Hello? I dropped my gun. Shotgun. I'm being eaten. Oh! I died. That's what I get for not paying attention. I didn't see them because my avatar's tall. Because I've done that to myself. I like being a tall fairy. Tall people problems. Hilariously, by default, you can make yourself 5 meters tall, which always seems a bit much. Oh. I hear you. I hear people. What's this? Upgrade weapon price 4,000. There we go. Crash? Oh! Always overlooking potential threats. I can't crush these buggers under my foot. I'm not that tall. Ooh. Can I do a road? Wahaha. However, reloading while dual wielding is an issue. I only have 2 hands. Oh no. I'm dying. And here we see the gamer in his natural habitat, shooting zombies with a shotgun. Only 2 hands skill issue. I'll try and use my feet. Just grow another arm. Ooh. Oh! I was promised health, not many people. I'm out of bullets. Where's my Where's my pistol? Help! I put my pistol down somewhere and now I've lost it. Oh, it's floating in the air over there, I see. This is where it may be prudent to be some sort of, like, spider character. So I do have multiple arms. Bah! I need a better gun. Please stop. Please stop. You okay? What if I grab this one? This is not the machine gun I was promised. Ah! Oh, it's coming out the woodwork. I wish I had a grenade. I think the problem I have is that I turned down the volume on the worlds so that it doesn't play copyrighted music. But a lot of the worlds have their audio on there, and I can't really hear them creeping up on me. My first time I see them, I'm like, oh, they're in my face, eating me. I have 6 bullets left. That's not good. Bah. Where's my pistol? Ah! You know what? I will just... Yeah, eat me. Eat of the fluff. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. The zombie apocalypse would be really shitty for the death Indians. All you could do is just sort of stumble around, couldn't you? All the blind. You wouldn't know anything until it happened. Right. Well, my headset is apparently running low, so I need to end. I have 5% battery life left. I'm on the verge of just cutting out, so I am going to end this right here. But thank you so much for being here. This has been a lot of fun. I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. It's been nice chatting. Have a lovely afternoon. You too! I genuinely mean that. You've been very pleasant. Thank you. I shall, maybe I'll see you again at some point in the future. But if not, thank you very much. I hope you well on whatever you do. Ooh, where's my mouse? There it is. Aha! Cheerio!